number one place on the internet for Chinese tea education and for looking at cute dogs on rooftops in China eating grass next to roses. My name is Lauren, and this is my rooftop here in China, where I drink copious amounts of Chinese tea. Today I have a Ba Xian. I think it's from about 2021. Kind of old Ba Xian that's been kicking around for many years. And I don't even think it's better quality because it's that old. It's just really old. Over here I have a Longjing. And I hope everyone's doing well out there. Really do. So yeah, I'm going to get into this tea here. Just get into the rinse. I got the Chow Joe stove all fired up. Got the coals going. And I'm just going to rinse this tea. Yeah, this is a Ba Xian from a producer who I don't have any tea on the website from. Whoops. I don't know. Did I just make a mistake or was that a good thing? I just got rid of some of the fragments. Some fragments in there. But that's alright. That's just the rinse. Hope everyone's doing well out there. And let's get into this first infusion. I remember this tea. I've had it before. It's a little bit weak right off the bat. But then it starts to taste better. Maybe the third infusion will be like prime for this. But it does have a nice aroma. Oh yeah. Man, every Dancong Oolong tea has just the best aroma. I love Dancong Oolong tea. And how's the weather today? It's a little bit colder. And I know nobody asked that. I'm just stating it. It's a little bit chilly today. But yeah, I think it's nice up here. Huang Huang just chilling. Huang Huang super relaxed. Good girl, Huang Huang. You got Hoodza the cat. He's just chilling too. And you got Masala. Masala's just chowing down. Masala, he's be a boy. He's be a boy. He's be a boy. He just loves eating that grass. Enjoy it, Masala. That's what it's here for. The dogs sometimes, and the cat, they like to eat some grass. So they have a nice little salad bar over there. But yeah, I'm going to get into the first infusion, or not the first infusion, but this is like the sixth infusion of this Longjing. But I'm still working on it. Still working on it. And I'm just going to use this as a rinse. And then rinse my teaware. But, yeah. So this is 2024 Longjing, and I've got a whole stockpile of this. This is not even the Longjing on my website. It's just a sample I tried and never finished. But trying to just run through some old teas I want to get rid of. You know, I just end up accumulating this massive quantity of teas. And yeah, I've got to do some kind of house cleaning. Just to get out from under all these teas that just didn't make the cut. Just didn't make the cut. But, yeah. The news of the day here in China is big earthquake, I guess, in Myanmar. And I'm not sure if it was a separate earthquake in Bangkok. But I saw some video of Bangkok rooftop pools flooding over the side of skyscrapers. So, yeah, I guess about 150 people died in a Myanmar earthquake. Myanmar, or Burma, it's one of the poorest countries in the region. So hope they're rebuilding and gonna be okay. Anyways, let's get into this tea. This is the first infusion. It's Ba Xian. The exact year is unknown. I think it's from around 2020. It's really old. Heart. It has kind of a slight, kind of like a pineapple bite to it. I like it. Nice color. Anyways, this dog's had his fill of grass, and now he's on the now he wants his main course. This delicious cat. But yeah, just drinking this Ba Xian here, and I'm gonna grab a swig of this 2024 Longjing. 2 teas at the same time. That's how we're doing it today. But yeah, Chaozhou stove producing ample heat. Had an error with my coals yesterday, so made sure I did those right today. Maybe it's time for a garden check. Let's do a garden check. It's all wet over here. This rose just astonishing. Look at that. Bam. These blooming. Got the bougainvillea going. The crispy Christmas tree is just crispy. Crispy as, I mean, it's so crispy. And I'm gonna be sad to see it go, honestly. And then everything's looking good over here. Got the sugar cane, taller by the day. This thing just getting out of control. Look at this thing, amazing. Thriving. Totally thriving. Just throwing all these new shoots. And then this rose plant. Look at this rose bush. This is amazing. It's like 3 roses coming out of the same stalk there. Just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And wow, this rose bush, these are all new. There's a lot of new growth on this one too. And then the grape plant. These grapes quickly growing. It's amazing how fast those are blowing up. And these ones too. It's amazing. And then this, kind of the pride and joy. These 2 pink roses over here. Amazing. Anyways, that's enough about the garden. Looking good. But it's easy. It's easy to have a beautiful garden in spring. Unless you're totally inept. And this is really nice smelling. Tiny little flowers, but a really, really powerful, potent aroma. Osmanthus. A tea that's frequently... a flower that's frequently put with tea. And then there's the oolong tea from Dansong, the Dansong oolong, called Osmanthus fragrance, which is like Ba Xian. Anyways, let's get into a second infusion of this Ba Xian. Always love Ba Xian. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's kind of like a medium or heavy. This is like a heavy roast. I'd call this like a heavy roast. Like when you're getting this kind of color, and you see how kind of darker the leaves are. I would describe this as a heavily roasted Dansong. It's nice. Looks like my wife did some fresh planting here. She planted this. This looks like it might be a papaya. A papaya. You know, papaya trees, they grow in extremely adverse conditions. They can grow in just a tiny amount of soil. And they just shoot up. So you get amazing height, and then they immediately start producing fruit. Papaya trees are really cool. I've grown a couple of papaya trees over the past 10 years here in China. Always a joy. Love papaya. It just tastes amazing too. Now the dog, he's moved on from the grass. Now he's onto the bamboo. And Huang Huang just right here, just relaxing. So relaxed. In the salad, checking on his cat friend. But yeah, everyone, how's everyone doing out there? This is my rooftop here in China, where I drink copious amounts of Chinese tea and reflect on the nature of existence. My name's Lauren, if you're new here. And yeah, we never have more than 10 people watching. It's a very close-knit community on this roof here in China, drinking tea with animals and plants. But yeah, you can see it's like some broken leaves. It's kind of at the end of a big bag. So towards the end of a big bag of tea, you always get some broken fragments. But it's still nice. This is nice. Ba Xian. I've never had a Ba Xian that I really thought was bad. It's a little bit more of a rarer produced cultivar. There's just less of those plants actually growing in the prime terroirs. So if you're gonna try to make a Ba Xian, you're gonna try to do it right. Yeah, it's really nice. Here's infusion number 3. They're looking beautiful. And that steam coming off is really nice too. It smells like a bunch of flowers. But what's going on with this green tea over here? Two teas at the same time, man. Living the dream. And I'm actually going to use this, which has hot water in it, to fill up this pot a little bit. Always want to pre-run your water. Running out of water or having water that's cooled down, it's going to be unfortunate. So yeah, I always try to keep topped off. But yeah, those coals are doing their thing. Plenty of heat coming off those. Look at Huang Huang, she's so relaxed. I love how she just straightens her legs. Oh, Masala's gonna bite her face. Welcome to My Tea Connection Live, the only place on the internet to see a guy scratching a dog's chest with his foot in China. You just can't really find this kind of content in other places. No, there's gonna be a dog fight. Masala-san! This is just some good viewing here. So this is the mother, Huang Huang, and this is her son, Masala. Masala-san! And they have some really cool fights, and they're just playing. They're just play fighting. Yeah, he'll bite her, and then she'll bite him. Masala-san! Son! That means like, get him! Masala-san! That's, in Chinese, it means like, sick him boy. Oh. Masala-san! Son! But yeah, I'm really glad that the mother can be with the son. Masala-san! They're so cute. So he always grabs her back leg. And she's like about 12 years old now. So she still has a lot of energy. Just Still very healthy. And there's some little growls and stuff. Yeah, they have really cute little fights. What's that, son? Son. Maybe that's the end of the battle. Son! Get him! Get him! Son! Welcome to dogfighting in China. Nah, they're just playing, you know. This is the mother and this is the son. They have some cute little battles. Anyways, that's probably enough of that. Hope everyone's doing well out there, really do. But yeah, it's kind of fun to watch them play with each other. I just think I'm so lucky. I think they're so lucky to have the mother and the son, you know, living together for so many years. Usually puppies are just ripped away from the mother. But, yeah, she had like 7 puppies. And the other 7 stayed with us for months. So, yeah. And then we found them all really good homes. And we still see some of them today. Yeah, it's really cool to see the happy dogs. So yeah, she just like got out and got pregnant. You know, these dogs running around town, getting in all kinds of trouble. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well out there. Really do. Just drinking this Ba Xian oolong tea. And over here, I've got this Longjing green tea from last year. Really just trying to go through some old teas and get them consumed and out of my stock. I mean, you can't just hoard tea indefinitely. I don't even think it's nice to the tea. The tea either wants to be consumed or set free. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to go through a bunch of old teas. You know, like this Longjing, I'm never going to sell this one. And this, I'm never going to sell this. These were just samples. So, you know, I don't really throw away tea, but man, I'm getting to that point where it's like, I just have to like give it away. Just like locally to some of our friends. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well out there. Really do. Let's check on the mountain. How is the mountain doing today? Let's see. Yep, still there. Really nice kind of fog bank. Cloud rolling onto the top of the mountain. Yeah, it looks nice up there. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's do it. Infusion number 4. Nice. The leaves are beautiful, although a little bit fragmented. But like I said, this is kind of the bottom of a bag. What's that? Needs to be a boy? Ooh, that's good, Frank. That is some good stuff. It's nice. This tea really comes into its own. I've had this before, and I've noted this before. First infusion, it has a little bit of a bite, like a pineapple. Second, third, fourth, fifth, like the middle infusions is where this tea is really shining. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, it's really nice at this point. This is, yeah. 5, and let's go for the number 5. It tastes delicious at this stage. Yeah, 4th infusion on. And my setup is the ideal for this one. I have 9 grams of the leaves. And I'm doing these pretty fast infusions. Oops. Looks like there's still some more. There we go. Whoop. But yeah, 9 yeah, the fifth infusion on is really primo for this one. This Ba Xian. And this Longjing. This noble little Longjing. It's nice, you know, it's a nice little Longjing. Also from the Meijiao terroir, like my like the one on my website. But this one didn't make the cut. You gotta have the Gaiwan really like tight with these little bud teas. Otherwise you're gonna lose a lot of those leaves. But yeah, that's nice. I'll probably just do another one here. But yeah, this is my rooftop here in China, where I just drink copious amounts of Chinese tea. And it's not like sunny and beautiful today, but the tea is still beautiful and delicious. And look at that lovely little bud. But yeah, this thing is really singing now. We really got this thing tuned up and singing. Fourth infusion, fifth infusion, delicious. Actually, that's the fifth right there. I haven't tried it yet. You can see this fifth is a little bit weaker than this fourth, and I think that's just because it was a back-to-back infusion. So if you do like one infusion, then empty the Gaiwan, and then immediately do another infusion, it's going to be a little bit weak. Because like right now, the leaves are, there's some processes going on where it's continuing to kind of break it down and rehydrate the leaf. And so when you hit it with water now, like it'll be stronger than if you just did back-to-back. I think about it like a resting period in between sets in the gym. Like it's the same, like you're going to be weaker if you just rest for 5 seconds. But if you rest for like a couple minutes, you're going to have good strength. And it's just like the same with the Gaiwan or with tea. It's actually like a perfect analogy. Resting between sets in the gym, resting between infusions. Speaking of resting, look at this dog, so comfortable. Just tucks her little feet under. So comfortable. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well out there. It's my roof here in China, where I drink copious amounts of Chinese tea. And just pass judgment on global affairs. I'm just kidding. I don't do any of that here. We're only about tea. My tea connection is tea first. And tea only. Alright, I'm going to hit this with another infusion. This is like infusion number 6. And yeah, maybe I'll let it sit for a little while. You know, see what that does. It's just like a constant, iterative, you know, progression where you're like, oh, what happens to this tea if I do this? Oh, what happens to this tea if I do this? I mean, you're constantly trying to just see how it tastes under various conditions. Different steep time, different water temps, different leaf quantities, different dogs. It's incredible. Yeah, that's nice. So the 5th infusion is prime with this one. See how darker this is? It's a little bit darker than this one. Maybe you can't even tell that. But yeah, so this tea kind of wakes up. You can't be too quick to judge a tea. That's kind of what this tells you. Like the first infusion, you know, it was kind of aggressive, like biting into a pineapple. Second infusion, meh. Third infusion, meh. Fourth infusion, it really kind of woke up. The complexity enhanced. And 4, 5, 6 seems to be prime. Kind of these middle infusions are prime for this tea. And if I just tasted the first infusion and then was like, I don't like it, and then threw it away, I would have never gotten to experience the joy and pleasure of the fourth infusion on. So go the distance with a tea, and also like different, just come back to it. If you think you don't like a tea, I've done this, leave it for a couple weeks and then come back to it. Maybe change your water temperature or use some less leaf or something. And you're like, oh, actually that's pretty nice. So, yeah, that's why like the smallest pouch of tea I sell is 25 grams. And, because that gives you like, at least 3 or 4 or even 5, like 3 to 5 sessions. Like 3 or 4 sessions. So you can really like determine if you like a tea or not. Because sometimes after the first session, you're not really, maybe not feeling it, or you didn't really do it right, or, the way that's ideal for that tea. So 3, 4, 5 infusions of a tea allows you to kind of experiment and see if you can make it something you like. Anyways, let's drink some of this tea. Ah, delicious. Absolutely delicious. I like the steam coming off this. It's a little chillier today. It's in the 60s. It's been in like the high 70s lately. Isn't that beautiful? You got, like the roses in the back, and the Chow Joe stove. Man, I love this rooftop. By far the best apartment I've ever had. I'm a simple man. And this rooftop, which I had contractually, explicitly stated in my rental agreement, definitely a huge win. Love this rooftop. Love these dogs. They love it. I mean, they don't just stay up here. I take this dog on like a 2-hour hike every day. And so he loves it. But yeah, this dog, she's, she's 12 years old. She's a little bit more lethargic. She still gets like a good 45-minute walk, but she's not. She gets a good workout just coming up the stairs. So this is on the 5th floor, so 5 flights of stairs. This dog's like breathing heavy. But yeah. This is really nice now. Man, so this tea, this Ba Xian, is a great example of a tea. Don't sleep on, I don't know, that's just like a buzzword, don't sleep on it. I don't even know why I used that word. Don't write it off after the first 2 or 3 infusions. Maybe they don't taste the best. The 4th infusion, 5th infusion, this tea is shining. Really shining right now. This is like the 6th infusion, and it's primo. Yeah, so I've got 9 leaves in there, pretty hot water, or 9 grams of leaves. Yeah, the 4th infusion is when it really started to wake up, and now it's just singing. Just got this tea singing. Really nice now. And if I just tried it for the first or second infusion, I might be like, meh, I don't really like this tea. And just moved on. And what a missed out. See all the broken leaves? This is the bottom of some bag of mine. So it's not pristine, intact leaves. But yeah, this is just a sample. It's been kicking around my place for years. Time to drink it. And this is last year's Longjing over here. So yeah, this is Longjing 2024. And this is Ba Xian from maybe 2020, 2021. Not even sure. Not even sure. What I am sure about is that this is China. There's a flag right there. You just can't fake that. Chinese architecture. Oh yeah. Chinese dogs. 过来,过来,过来. See, that dog speaks Chinese. He doesn't speak. He's like me. He can understand a lot more than he can say. The dog comprehends Chinese. And he's bad boy. And he thinks bad boy means good boy. I guess I Taught him the wrong English on that one. He's a bad boy. So cute. Love these dogs. This is my main battle dog. He's a little bit ferocious. And this is his mother. This is a masala. Masala. Because I was in India when he was born, drinking a bunch of masala chai. Masala Shan! Masala Shan! I think he's just biting her. He's like, ooh, this part of the dog is delicious. She's kicking him in the face. They're really so cute. It's really so cute to have a mother and son together. His mouth is about twice the size of her mouth. So, yeah, and you may see some liquid on the ground. That's actually her. She leaks urine. Okay, she's an old lady. She's had so many puppies. She sometimes will leak a little bit of urine. I think that's what that is. But, yeah. It's okay, Huang Huang. If you need to just go pee, you just go. No judgment here. It's okay, Huang Huang. We love you. This dog's sneezing. Sneezing crazy. He's like, I got some of her fur in my nose. What's that son? What's that son? Ooh. Lots of sneezing. But yeah, this is my rooftop here in China where I drink copious amounts of Chinese tea. This is the 6th infusion of this Ba Xian. And it's just sliding right down now. Oh, just sliding right down. Really nice. Really, really nice. Got way better from the 4th infusion on. So that's just the lesson for today is don't judge a tea by the 1st or 2nd infusion. You know, go the distance with it. You might find that it's magnificent in the 4th, 5th, 6th infusion. Or maybe it wasn't that great to start with. But that's probably going to be it for today, fellas. I can't see any comments. I don't know if anybody's commented. It could be an error on my end. But yeah, I can't see any comments. And maybe nobody's commented. So that's a distinct possibility as well. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Leave you with these Ba Xian leaves. Look at the colors in there. Look at those colors. There's like purple. I'm seeing some purple, some green, some brown. Some really, really interesting colors here. Anyways, let's leave it there. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate you stopping by. I couldn't see any comments. I don't know if you commented, but hope to hear from you in the future, and hope to see you tomorrow. And thank you so much. I'll leave you with these delightful leaves.